Hey, me, Grandpa. Like what you see? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe then. Please touch my furs.
What's up, everybody? This is Haelian. We got some Roboquest here for you. This has actually been an amazing roguelite first-person shooter that I've been playing a little bit offline. I played for about a few hours. I got one win in, and I've actually been having a lot of fun. It's pretty similar to Gunfire Reborn if you like that game, or at least were interested in it. It's still early access right now, but I think the launch should be coming up kind of soon, judging from how long it's been in early access. So because it's early access, it's only available on Steam right now for PC players. But I can tell you right now, after just a few hours, this game's a lot of fun and highly recommend it, that's for sure. Oh, there's a multiplayer mode, right? I gotta mention that. There's a lot I gotta say, but I wanted to get the run started and I'll talk as we play. This is the base camp. There's lots of permanent upgrades, but I'm gonna show that at the end of the run if I can, for those that might be interested in that. But in the meantime, let's get to the action, shall we? So it is a roguelite, so it's run-based. So here we get to start off the run. It's like your average first-person shooter where you get to pick different guns and your ammo's in the bottom right, health's in the bottom left. A couple other small perks. I do have some permanent upgrades already, so the game's gonna look a little bit easier than it might be for yourself here. So we get to pick. There are rarities in the gun, so this is a common gun. This is a rare gun, I guess. This is how I might call it. So blue is like, it goes gray, green, blue, I think purple after that, and that might be it. So we'll do the sawed-off shotguns here. You can have up to 2 weapons at once. You might be able to upgrade that, though. And yeah, then you just kind of hop into it, and you just kind of shoot like most other first-person shooters. You don't have to kill all the robots, but you do gain experience by killing them. And you're gonna need that experience, because when you gain levels, you get to pick a perk, but you also get just plus health and plus damage. You also kind of want to play quickly. It's not, I guess it's not super necessary now that I'm saying it out loud, because it gives you more meta currency if you're able to complete the stages quickly, which isn't probably like the biggest deal. Like, I could take it easy, and I might at some points during this. We'll have to see. All right, there's lots of different weapons. I haven't really encountered anywhere near all of them, that's for sure. There are definitely some I like and don't like that much, that's for sure too. There is a melee button, and they try to incentivize you using it a lot, but I'm bad at it. I'm just gonna tell you now. This is just a little trap room that you're meant to traverse. Now I can pick between another gun, a common fire gun, or I can just get a power cell, which is used to upgrade some stuff in the middle of the run. That's sort of the currency that you need to upgrade stuff in the middle of it. There are these rails to help you move along a little bit faster at moments. Oh, well, I failed that pretty badly. There's a lot for me to say right now. Okay. That guy is sort of like a little timed thing where he'll pop out of a hole and try to get to the other side. But if you kill it quickly enough, you get a big XP boost and some health returns. These green orbs you see dropping are health. All right, here's our level up. Now I get to pick one here. I have a reroll. I have a couple of rerolls, but if I use it, that's it for the run, really. Okay, safety bubble I haven't shown you yet, so we won't worry too much about that. Increases health by 10% every 3 seconds. Taking damage triggers an explosion. Every 1.4 seconds, your next weapon shot fires 2 sparks, dealing 6 damage and applying high impact. I don't know what high impact is. I've never taken this one, so I guess we'll kind of see what that's like. We get a small break here. The timer's paused, as you can see in the top right. So you can see the XP is D grade, time is S grade right now, because obviously we're still kind of quick as of this moment. So we got to kill a lot more enemies if we want to get that up. You can hold down tab and look at the map a little bit better there. But yeah, the mini-map is very useful. It shows you where the enemies are and everything. Picking up healing cells refunds 1 ammo and 3% energy. Costs 12 power cells. I only have 7, so that's not going to do it. I can also buy a gun, the throwing knife. It's green. It has a lot of affixes, huh? Maybe green is better than blue in this instance. I didn't think so. Booster, activate to increase fire rate and reload speed for a short duration. Costs 3 cells. Hold on, we get a free gun here too, potentially. Graviton launcher, but it's common. I think I'd rather just take the power cell, right? I'm probably not going to come back, realistically, to buy this construction cube. So maybe we'll get rid of our standard pistol and take this throwing knife. We'll see how it does. Yeah, they do try to incentivize you to use both the melee move, which I rebound. It's the only button I've rebound in the game. And you can jump on top of enemies to deal damage to them as well. Seems like there's lots of upgrades to try to get you to utilize that. But I usually avoid them just because, I don't know, it's never been, I've never been great at it. All right, so I just used the Q button, which is that big thing in the middle of the screen. So it gives us a bubble that slowly comes back off cooldown. And it protects you from all damage as far as I can tell while it's up. And you can use it even while it's still charging. It doesn't have to be at 100%. But if it's at 100%, it just lasts a little bit longer. I just used it again, and you can get some synergies to make it so when you use it, you know, things happen, you get move speed, and I think some other things like that. Throwing knives is doing pretty well for us, I'd say, right now. You do want to be, like, kind of close to enemies when you kill them. Because when they drop that health, and they can also drop power cells as well, they, those drops can despawn if you take too long to get them. So playing it safe out of range can actually kind of punish you a little bit, especially if you need health. Okay, so I do have an alternate fire, and I think it said it boosts my fire rate. Let's try that out. Ooh, okay, I still got hit. Okay, we gotta kill this thing fast. There we go. Now, I'm not the best at first-person shooters. I'd say I'm medium, maybe. When it comes to actual aiming, don't expect anything godly, I'd say. All right, we got another level. Punch bolt sparks ricochet on one enemy within 6 meters, dealing 50% damage. Increase healing cell and repair bot efficiency by 15%. Basically, all heals increase by 15%. Bash is our melee move. I'm gonna go with this, so it actually upgrades our previous upgrade. So there's kind of like trees going on, some kind of skill tree. Quick. All right, we got an S. I barely made it because I think you have 3.5 minutes to get an S on the time. I'm surprised we actually still made it, honestly. Now, the big thing I really want to point out in this game is the music. The music is actually amazing. It's very moody. It actually it changes as you whether you're in combat or not and things like that. All right, so here's like some stats we got going on here. I can upgrade our weapon using some of those power cells. And I actually, it's probably hard to tell if this is the first time you're seeing the game, like how good is this throwing knife right now, but I feel like it's doing pretty well for us based on my other runs. I had about 3 or 3.5 hours of gameplay prior to recording this. Oh, I didn't hear you. Dang it. I missed it. I turned down some of the sound effects as they were slightly overpowering. But I already got a win. There's difficulties. There's co-op, which is massive in these games. I think this would be a great co-op game. Oh no, I got stunned. Oh my gosh, that hurt. Okay, hold on. We gotta kill this thing. That's what's stunning me. When you get stunned like that, it doesn't happen often. There's really only that one enemy that does it, I think. You have to hit a sequence of the same directional. So it might be 3 downs, 3 ups, or something like that. Definitely got me killed the first time. Okay, there's a question mark on the minimap, and I've been trying to figure out how these work exactly. I'm gonna waste time here. I mean, there is a question mark, right? I'm not crazy, right? I feel like there's like secrets or something potentially. I don't know how to do it. Maybe it's up? Maybe it's above in some way? I don't know how to get up there though. I might give up for now. I think they could potentially give you a level. Alright, I'm using my alternate power-up and my Q button on the regular. Some of the permanent upgrades include different classes that have different abilities. Oh no, it's not just this one. I actually have not played with any others, but I figured I'd play with the vanilla one for the first showing of the game. I did rebind the... Oh, stunned again. I did rebind the melee move because it was bound to V on the keyboard. I usually play mouse and keyboard. Where is it? It was bound to V initially, and V felt really awkward. So I changed it to F, which changed something else kind of minor, like dropping a weapon or something like that. Wasn't that big of a deal, I felt. And that definitely feels a lot better. I also realized they have it bound to one of the mouse buttons when I was changing it that I hadn't realized. I might end up just utilizing that, but yeah. In terms of keybinds, I guess I might recommend that. Come on. Where is it? I don't see it. I see you. I'm probably going to be slow in time for this stage looking at things, but whatever. Okay, let's take care of this. Done. There we go. Got a little melee off. There's incentives, like I think if you finish an enemy with a melee move, they could drop more health or something like that. So if you get better at that, I think it'd help a lot. It's another little trap room. Whee! Shock rifle. Let's try that out. Get rid of the old sawed-off shotguns, I think. See how we do with that. Okay, I think I've played with this before and I like it quite a bit. Some guns use ammo, some use energy, so this one has a cooldown kind of thing. You can see the energy building up the more I shoot. Some of them you have to reload. The throwing knife just has infinite ammo. This doesn't have an alternate. But yeah, if I hit 100%, you can see it's essentially like having to reload. Okay. Looking good. I make no promises I'll do very good. This is only the second stage. There's 3 bosses. I'm not certain how many stages. Might be like 5-ish. In a sense, the game is fast-paced, but at the same time, there's just kind of a lot of enemies to kill. And I'm sure you can get better and get faster at it, but it is a bit of it starts to feel a little bit redundant, I guess is what I'd say, in terms of just having to go around and just kill 1,000 robots over and over again. I'd like to see, it could be that the more upgrades you get, the faster things start moving, so that's not really much of a criticism eventually. But as of right now, it does feel a bit like just wading through tons and tons and tons of enemies. It's still fun. They still do a good job with it. I'm gonna switch back to the throwing knife and see if I can feel much of a difference here. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Optimally, I'd probably be swapping between them both in some way. Like whenever this has to cool down, I swap back, right? I don't know if I'm that much of an expert though. Okay, let's get to this thing. I'm trying to use the melee more, get that health back and kill enemies a little bit faster potentially. Okay. I'm aggroing like a whole nother room now. Let's see. Anything else I gotta say about it? I think the gun variety is great. The other classes look like fun. There were 4. I still haven't played with any of them though. So it definitely shows a lot of promise, especially for early access. Yeah, enemy with bash or performing headball increases movement speed by 20%, armor by 20%. Armor is just damage reduction as far as I understand. I am trying to use the bash. Choose an element. All weapons also deal damage to that element. I'm gonna try that out. Now I've tried burn and shock. They both seem okay. Let's try cryo now, which slows enemies down as far as I can tell. Slows, maybe even stuns. I'm not really sure. Hold on, we gotta kill this. There we go. Took a little bit of effort though. Please don't stun me. Thank you. Yeah, I've heard some people say it's, just not just, but it's basically another game similar to Gunfire Reborn, and it's quite similar, I suppose. But I think it's different enough. It's different enough to set itself apart, while also being similar enough to know that if you like Gunfire Reborn, you'll probably like this too. And I don't think you'll be disappointed. It's certainly not a clone or anything, I would say. Okay, looking good. We'll get to fight the boss soon. The bosses are actually pretty cool, I'd say. We get a heal, and we get a little break in this room. We can get the mortar. I actually don't hate the mortar. I'm gonna replace the shock rifle because it's not... I feel like it's not quite doing it for me. I think the mortar is actually kind of cool. You can see how it works here, kind of. Let's see. Taking damage has 25% chance to deal 32 cryo damage to enemies dealing damage to you and a 5% chance to freeze me. Yeah, I'll still do it anyway. Upgrade the mortar? It only goes up to level 4 right now. I don't know how it determines that restriction. Oh, it probably ties it in with my current level, which is level 4. I'm not going to upgrade the throwing knife, though. We might end up replacing that soon. We'll see. We can see ourselves replacing it. Okay. Oh, so my right click launches me into the air. I see. That's pretty cool. Not every gun has an alt fire, I believe, at least. Well, they definitely don't, but there might be a way to make it so that they all do. But it seems like it's kind of random. You do have a double jump, by the way. In case I didn't make that clear. Alright, so this is sort of a... what would you call it? Survival room, in a sense. Just lots of enemies. You have to kill them all. Not timed or anything. You definitely run out of ammo fast, but I kind of like the mortar still, I'll say. Come on. Let me know in the comments if you got questions, if I haven't really covered something and stuff. I'll go over the permanent upgrades at the end of the run if you're curious, you know, what the game looks like from that standpoint. There we go. Looking good, full health. I gotta use my Q probably a little bit better. Could always be better at that. Don't die with your cooldowns on, kind of thing, you know? Alright, looking good. It looked like I was reading through some patch notes. I didn't play it before the current patch, but it's kind of sounded like Cryo was the overpowered build at some point, but they kind of changed it so it might not necessarily be anymore. The Arquebus. I'm gonna say Arquebus. Alright, we're at the boss. We're paused right now. I already lost S for the time. I don't need to heal. Okay, this is like, it's energy. It's a scoped rifle. We'll see how much I use it, but I'm not so sure. Maybe I'll go for like an explosion build if possible. I don't know, we'll see. The music, huh? Oh, whoops, I was totally aiming at the wrong spot. Oh, there's lava around the edges. Okay. Keep drawing circles. Ow. Alright. I'm supposed to jump over those. Ah, missed it. Gonna use my shield there, I think. Not certain what hit me there. Ugh. Struggling a little here right now. This feels about average for damage, maybe like slightly low. Let's try out the other gun to see if I can notice much of a difference here. It certainly runs out of cooldown very quickly. Ah, then you pull the lever. Although I don't really know what that does. Enemies do have weak points, so like the red eye here, you're meant to be hitting to deal extra damage to it. Oh, we froze it, I think, briefly. There we go. About average for how I perform in a boss, I'd say. Not great. Rank A. Let's go, baby. The game definitely wants you to play fast. Oh, sorry, I skipped the cutscenes. I'm gonna skip them for the sake of time. If you want to see him potentially try out the game for yourself. Alrighty, what do you got? Wild crouch, increase accuracy by 35%. I don't know about that. Unless we have a new upgrade. Taking damage increases punch bolt spark rate by 200% for 6 seconds. How much do I want to go into this punch bolt thing? Increases weapons auto critical chance by 10%. That kind of just means like, so this is kind of like Gunfire Reborn. If you hit an enemy's weak point, that's a critical. If you just randomly get a crit from shooting a lot, that's an auto critical. Does that make sense, I hope? I think I'm gonna take a lucky shot here. Okay, I could upgrade the mortar. I don't know about the shock rifle. Let's upgrade the mortar, but that's it. For now, the shock rifle wasn't really doing it. I think green might actually be better than blue in the game, which confuses me because that's not usually the case. I don't see rocking chair doing a lot for us. All right, let's go. Use up our Q there. I wonder if my right click that boosts me into the air, does that actually help me? Okay, the mortar is a problem for flying enemies, I'm realizing. Actually. I'm definitely gonna need something else for flying enemies. Okay. I think they're all gone. Figured some more enemies here, though. There's actually quite a few enemy types and stuff. Quick, quick, quick. Oh, no. A lot of damage to try to get the kill on that thing. All right, so I kind of have to swap to the shock rifle here in order to get the kill on the flyers. That's fine. Looks like it's not a big deal. It just requires a little bit more management for me. I hate it when games ask so much of me, you know? How dare they? I don't know if the mortar is a great long-term weapon, really. But I wouldn't mind trying to do a more explosive gun. I think I had some good luck with, like, shotguns kind of like this. And dealing a bunch of burn damage. I think that's how we got my win. Where is it? Got it. We gotta make sure we get the healing, though. All right. Pop them all. Swap to the other gun because it's gonna be too hard to kill these like that. All right, gosh, it goes on cooldown so fast. We want to go to the purple part of the minimap because that's usually those, what do you call them? Like trap rooms, kind of. It has some upgrades for you. Has new guns usually, at least. Ow. Please stop hurting me. Okay. It is hard to utilize the mortar a little bit. I could probably use a more straightforward gun right about now that doesn't go on cooldown as fast. Oh. Oh my gosh. You can crouch, so... Ugh. Ball cannon. I guess I'll try that over the arquebus. I've had this before, but I want to show you all it. I hate it, to be honest. So you charge it, and you throw a ball that bounces around, and it deals a lot of damage, but your aim has to be pretty good. Okay, it also pierces through enemies and everything. It's just, it kind of requires a slightly higher skill level, I think, but we'll try it out for a little while at least. It's not the worst. I'm not going to be that much worse than before at it, probably. Okay, try to get all that health. Get a little break here. You have a new gun for sale, the assault shotgun. It's a straightforward gun. Is it time to retire the mortar? Because this is level 6. No healing or anything in here, huh? You need a key to get in there. I don't know how that happens. Reload speed. Magazine type, which doesn't matter. Yeah, we'll swap out the mortar. Seems like it's a pretty straightforward shotgun, huh? So the ball one can sort of be our, what do you call it? A longer range weapon for now. Wow, the reload speed is actually quite fast on it. Okay, hold on, we gotta level up here. Increase weapon damage by 35% against enemies within 7 meters. That's pretty good. We keep up with the shotgun. Every 3 shots increase your next weapon shot damage by 50%. It's also quite good. Bash into Bonk Hammer increases its damage by 75%. Ah, it does sound fun. I think close quarter? I mean, what is 7 meters in this game, really, you know? Like, this is probably 7 meters, but it's also kind of hard to tell. I don't know why, but I'm used to Q being the melee move, I think. So I keep wanting to hit Q for it. Okay, got that. And apparently I'm jumping on enemies over here. Ow. Keep getting lasered by this thing. Okay, please, game, don't die. Whoa! My god. This can get it to line of sight. I think that's the problem. The ball. Please don't die. Not like this. We're very close to dying. The ball tends to bonk on the bottom a lot. Knocked out so early. It actually took us 30 minutes. Not great. We only saw 1 boss and stuff, I'll say. Definitely not a strong run for me. I used to do better than that, but we tried, and maybe for the first playthrough here for the YouTube, it's a decent time to end it. So let me show you, in case you are actually interested in the game, let me show you some of the permanent upgrades. So normally you can upgrade the camp using wrenches, which is just a currency you find along the way, basically. There's tons of different things, really. They're all kind of spread out. It's kind of hard to actually follow it, I'd say, a little bit. You can start with more power cells, how often you see the robot crew. You can increase the chances that you get an alt fire on a weapon here. Start a run with a random weapon, or you get the pick. That's a big one. Repair bots restore more health. And looks like that's all I have for now. But there's more to be seen. Like if I throw that there, suddenly everything has more, because now my base camp is level 4. And now everything has more upgrades probably now, right? You can see everything's red because I don't have enough wrenches. But here's also the different classes that we have. So we have 4 classes. I didn't even get to look at the blue one yet. You get to summon a drone with your Q button. Scrap Blaster, that's the melee move essentially. And so yeah, you got 4 different classes. You got the Commando, you got the Engineer, you got the Recon, and the one we just used was the Guardian. And there's a lot to see, and then you can equip gadgets for each of them that do different things. And you can change these. I can have up to 2 right now. Sorry, you can't really read all this. But maybe I'll show you. If I change classes for the next video, then I'll show you which one and make sure my head's not in the way, hopefully. But there's a lot to be seen with the game, and I actually think it's a lot of fun. I like the speed factor. The music's a banger. The weapons are amazing. The perks, not always super exciting, and I think it is a bit of a, you know, we're kind of like trudging through like a lot of enemies, you know, and it tends to take a long time. I'm hoping that speeds up with time, though. Maybe if I actually get better at the game, right? All right, thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, let me know what you think of the game, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye, everyone.